Thrashers Paradise to talk about the brand new album Ultra Power, which came out this last Friday, February 2nd. So, right off the bat, what have been the early reviews and overall just fan reaction of the new album?
Oh man, everybody loves it. Insane reviews.
That is
Yeah, no, it's been great. I think it's funny because the album itself is a little bit different. Um, we did explore some. I mean, things got weird while we were spending all that time in lockdown and all that. So the ideas we came up with are definitely a little different for this one. But there's a lot of different sort of influences all coming together on this, and it definitely leans a little bit more to the uh, some might say poppy side, but I mean, realistically, it's not even close to pop music. Let's be honest. Um, but yeah, like we got a little bit of everything. There's some heavy stuff. There's some saxophone, whatever you want.
I can tell compared to Play to Win, you guys really tried something completely different. And in my eyes, it really worked out because I think the album is great. And overall, it seemed like it was a fun album to record.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we had a great time. One of the big differences on this album is we actually went to a producer to record in a studio. Like the last couple albums we've just done on our own at home and then sent them to get mixed. Um, so I think it helped getting that little extra touch of magic. We recorded with Josh Schrader, who did bands like Lorna Shore, and so we thought he would be a fun guy to go record with. We kind of as a joke we put out the feelers and we're like, hey man, like, do you want to do an album with us? And he was like, absolutely. So and it turned out pretty good, I think.
That's awesome. And I'm glad it really worked out because I think it really did wonders for the album. For you personally, right off the bat, I'm very curious. For you, which song did you have the most fun recording?
It was probably Brawl at the Pub. It's the last song. It's just, I mean, it's almost more of a skit than it is a song. It's pretty wacky, but I don't know what we were thinking. We were just having fun, and like um the concept for the song is just about getting into a fight at a bar. So it's like whatever. So we did a lot of gang vocals on that one, and then it was me and Pete in the vocal booth doing like the background, like arguing and being like, "What's going on?" All that stuff. So it's an interesting one for sure.
I I think when I reached that point of the album, I was very much like, what is this?
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
it honestly reminded me of the film Roadhouse. Just the whole concept of the song made me think of the movie.
yeah. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're going for.
But no, like from songs like Circle of Evil to Best of the Best of the Best, like each song I like really complemented each other and it made the whole album work extremely well. Now, the title itself, Ultra Power, what really inspired you guys to name it that?
I just think we thought it sounded cool. That's pretty much it. There's no like big, philosophical answer here. It was just like, hey, damn, that sounds like a cool album name. When we've always loved those kind of like, like Painkiller or whatever, like just like a tough sounding album name. So
Yeah.
yeah, we figured that was going to be it.
And with every tough sounding name, you need a very strong album cover to go with it. And it you guys really pull off Ultra Power with the album artwork. What when it came to deciding what to do for the album artwork, what were the like first roots of the concept?
It's funny. Like originally, what we did was we got a graffiti artist uh, to come, and he did like actual graffiti on a wall here in Edmonton, Ultra Power, and then like we loved it, but we couldn't make it really fit on a like a rectangular album cover. We kind of didn't think about it at the time. We were just like, out with the graffiti artist doing the thing, and then not really thinking like, oh, how do we fit this onto a square? And then so we ended up just using that as the back cover. And we were like, we need something that kind of represents the name, Ultra Power, and like just the vibe we're going for right now. And yeah, we worked with Ramon Sketch. That's his Instagram handle, and he had done a bunch of shirts for us, shirt designs for the Kickstarter, and we were like, hey, why don't we get him to do the album cover? And he did an awesome job, so we were stoked on it.
Yeah, it turned out really beautiful, and it really complements this every song for the album too. Now, I think this is really impressive. You guys are 7 albums in now. Has that is it still hard to believe that you guys are now at your seventh full length album?
Yeah, man, it seems crazy. It's like, yeah, we should have definitely put out a prog album by now, but I still haven't done it. But yeah, man, like it's just it's fun. It's kind of the only thing we really like doing. So we're happy to keep going as long as people are down to listen. So
Well, I mean, with the last album, you guys got the Juno win, which when I found that out, I was really excited for you guys because, like because I did interview you guys back in 2019. And for me, that felt really special because a band I got the chance to sit down and talk to won a Juno. And it's like, whoa, that's cool.
yeah, yeah, man. It was really sick. Like we were super stoked. Um it was the only downside was it right in the middle of COVID, so we couldn't go. We didn't get to do the whole party stuff. We did get nominated for the self-titled album, but we we were able to go for that one. We didn't win that one, obviously, but the party was a lot of fun. It was fun to like go to like a big like fancy award type thing like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were stoked. We're racing Unleash the Archers for the second Juno. That's our goal, is to win another one before Unleash the Archers does.
I love the competition. I love the competition with Unleash the Archers.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, I think if we're talking about Junos, last year's really surprised me because I believe Archspire won it, and that one just really threw me off because
That album was awesome though.
it was a great album. It's just because I think Spirit Box was part of that
Oh
lineup
yeah.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
I honestly thought, okay, I think I thought Spirit Box was going to win because they were such a huge hit. But to see
Yeah.
Archspire win, it just made me go, wow. Now
Yeah, it's
that's
interesting.
just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I do like that it's not a popularity contest. It's more uh there's more to it, I guess. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you exactly what there is, but I mean, it's like a panel of judges. So whatever if they think that Archspire album was just that next level, and I mean, really, if you listen to it, it's like it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Spirit Box is awesome, but that Archspire album was just like absolute bonkers.
It made me appreciate the Junos a bit more because they chose Archspire over Spirit Box. I feel that because like you said, like it wasn't a popularity contest and just a bit just to know for for history, Archspire won an award.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's
They rule.
great.
Yeah, I think they were nominated the same time we were in. Well, they definitely were for the first time we went to the Junos, and we got to like hang out with those guys and party with them. So that was a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, it's funny now. Like Spirit Box was just up for a Grammy though, so
Yeah.
it's like all right. They're like they
They've exceeded expectations.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can win. I'm hoping they get the Grammy win. They're up against some really good competition
Oh, they
though.
already lost, I think, right? Like
No,
Metallica
did
won.
they?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think Metallica won that one.
Oh,
but
jeez.
whatever. Yeah, everyone's
Eh.
mad.
Eh.
Like, stop giving Grammys to Metallica or whatever. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. But back to Striker, because
Hey.
that's the topic at hand.
Yeah, right.
You guys got a big show coming up on May 3rd, Legions of Metal Fest. Are you guys really excited for that?
Yeah, we're stoked. It's in Chicago. We've always loved playing in Chicago. There's just like a great metal scene there. Um, and so we're stoked. A lot of good bands. Unleash the Archers will be there as well. Our rivals. So we'll see if we can blow them off the stage. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but we'll try.
Well, I guess the next question is because today they did announce they are going to be doing a North American tour with Powerwolf.
Right.
Can we
Yeah.
expect a big North American tour from Striker this year?
I mean, we're still working on some of our touring plans. You know, we're it's slow going. We're kind of rebuilding coming out of COVID, so we're taking our time figuring everything out. But yeah, we're gonna be booking some shows around the Legions of Metal festival, and then also around Prague Power, which is in Atlanta in September, and then probably trying to get back over to Europe in the fall at some point.
That sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, man, lots of shows. 2023, we played like 2 shows, which is very weird for us. It
Really?
was mostly album stuff, and then like getting ready for all
Mhm.
that stuff. So, um, yeah, we're really itching to get back out and get some touring done.
For you personally, what is the one location you definitely want to hit?
Oh, I don't even know. Just everywhere, anywhere that'll have us, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll obviously love playing the big cities. Like, it's always great to get over to Toronto and Montreal, Quebec City, like, those places. And we haven't been in a while, so we'd love to get back over there.
Awesome. I, I just thought of this question. Now, of course, metal bands, you all have to perform at wherever you can perform, especially very early on into your career. For you and for Striker, or even a band before Striker, what was the most unique musical venue you've ever played at?
Oh, I'm trying to think. It might be the cruise ship when we did
Cruise
the
ship.
we did the 70,000 tons of metal, and then we did the
That's
pool deck
right.
stage where it's just like you're on the top of the cruise ship, and it's just like ocean everywhere, and that's a weird place. That's sort of like when you start out as a band, it was like you never think you're going to be playing on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I bet that had to be a really fun experience.
It was wild, man. We've done it twice actually, and it was both times it was.
Awesome. For this album, Ultra Power, a lot of great songs. I guess my question for you is which one really gave you and the rest of the guys the most challenges, either be like recording or writing or even like anything else? Like which song did you find was just so impossible to try and figure out?
Um, I don't think we had too much trouble with that. I mean, the main thing we had a problem with was figuring out which songs to put on the album. Like, we had
Okay.
so many songs written over the years of, like, it's like 5 years in between albums. So we were like, we never stopped writing in any during that time. So we had so many ideas, and then everybody in the band has different favorites, and it's like everybody's more partial to the music that they wrote. So it's always like this kind of like give and take of like, well, you know, which which song is good and which is just the one you like, or that kind of thing. And I mean, that working with Josh definitely helped that, because it's just like it's nice to have another person there to be like, actually, I also think this, and you're like, oh, okay, okay. So it's nice to have that bit of a mediator. But yeah, I think that was the hardest part. it's more about like regretting that we didn't do some songs or something. It's like, nah, maybe we could have done 12 songs. We could have put that other song on there, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Now, with this album came a bunch of different music videos. I bet they were all fun to record for you. Which one was your favorite one to get done and record?
Um, I mean, a few of them were fun in different ways. So yeah, like best of the best. That one we just had fun and we went out and we rented jet skis and went jet skiing, which is great. It's like any excuse to do that rules. But like the Sucks to Suck video, we did the wrestling stuff. So we did 3 days of or 3 evenings of training, learning how to fall, which is super difficult actually. And and it was like funny. You show up and he's just like, okay, now fall on your back. And I'm like, dude, I've never done this in my life. He's like, well, I'll just try it. And then you fall on the mat and yeah, it was super fun. I mean, we really got beat up doing that. Like we got smashed. Like you could see it in the video. There's no trickery going on. That's just us getting thrown around and it's super funny. And I think it turned out really well.
Awesome. Now, you did bring up the song I do want to talk about the most, and that is the best of the best of the best. Just for me, just the most funniest concept, and just truly ended up being a great song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For you guys, when it came to writing it, did you guys think it would take off and be as big of a song as what it's come to?
I don't know. I mean, our expectations are always pretty low for that kind of stuff. So we're just stoked if people like listening to it. And yeah, I mean, it's a ridiculous idea for a song, and we know that, and that's what we like about
At what point in your life did you realize you were the best of the best of the best?
it. Never, bro. Probably the worst of the worst. Yeah, yeah.
That was the one question I've been thinking about all week. It's I have to ask him that. I just have to, just to hopefully see him laugh.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the song is, um, through the eyes of a fictional character who is the best of the best. It's like,
Okay.
if it was Stallone, it's not necessarily we think we're the best of the best. It's more conceptual than that.
Yes. But no, I honestly, I personally really loved how Ultra Power turned out, and I think you guys did a really great job with it. And for it being, to follow up, play to win, I think it really was a very good album to come after it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome because you guys, the past few albums have been really great, and this one just is again another display of what hard work and passion really brings.
Nice. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome, and but no, just so much has happened from the last time we talked in 2019 till this moment right here, where there was a lot of questions, and now we're here talking about a new Striker album. Just did you think that there would be a new Striker album, or were there those debates of I don't know anymore?
Yeah, definitely. Like, sort of right in the middle of COVID, the band basically broke up. Like, we never announced anything, but we were like, I think we're done. I think everybody's just like, there was, uh, the problem with COVID was that everybody was just, everything was getting postponed, and then you couldn't do anything in your own life because you're waiting to hear if this is going to get done. And it was just so much of that where it was like tours getting rebooked. Then it's like, well, we can't do an album because we got a tour, and then it's like, it was just so up in the air. Um, and that's when we put out that when we finally the smoke cleared, and we were like, do we want to keep going? And everybody said yes. And then that's when we did the we posted the tombstone picture and just didn't say anything about it for like a day or two. And we get a lot of speculation on that, and I mean, we knew it was going to happen but we thought it was just funny to do and just like whatever. Um, but yeah, it was a fun way to kind of like come back.
I remember that post. I was just like, no. Then you guys released Deathwish, and it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, yeah, kind of a bad joke, but it was we thought it was funny.
Yeah. Was there much of a conversation about including Deathwish on Ultra Power?
Yeah, we thought about it, but it was like we didn't want to re-record it, and we didn't want to get it remixed or anything. We were happy with the mix, so we just thought it would be weird to like sandwich in a different sounding song on the album that was like it was all produced and recorded in the same place, so it would definitely stick out. But on the special edition, uh, Death Wish and Strange Love, and then another song that we didn't release from the three singles that we recorded, Take the Money and Run. That one's on the so all three of those are on the special edition.
So I guess I have two last questions for you. The first one is if Stryker was to ever get the opportunity to record a cover song, which one would you personally love to cover most?
Oh man, so many options. I've been thinking about like uh is it Firewoman by the Cult?
Ooh,
Be a
that'd be a
cool one.
good one.
Yeah, I always like that, something a little less like obvious. Like we've done covers in the past, like we've done Priest, we've done
Mm-hmm.
uh Iron Maiden, with the obvious choices. But yeah,
Yeah.
we want to do something different like that.
Now that's a really good one. A really unique one to pick to cover. Like I feel if there was someone to cover, I feel you guys would do it very well.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I could sing like that dude. I don't know, maybe. He's got a
Maybe.
pretty cool voice, so yeah.
Yeah. And the last question I'm going to leave us off with is for you personally, what is your personal goal of 2024?
Just get in shape. Drink less, get in shape, the regular stuff. Yeah, I mean, we got touring coming up, and it's just like, man, there's been a lot of sitting around during COVID, so it's like I don't want to be unpleasantly surprised when you get up on stage for like 45 minutes or an hour. I don't want to be out of breath, you know, piece of shit on stage or whatever. So yeah, yeah, that's the next big plan. Get it back together.
Awesome. Awesome. Dan, I can't thank you enough so much for just taking the time out of your busy schedule to sit down with me and just talk to me about Ultra Power and everything Striker. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Good
Uh,
talking with you.
we are going to be playing Circle of Evil next. Would you mind just giving a little introduction to the song before we play it here on Indie 1015?
Yeah. Uh the next song, Circle of Evil. This one's about conspiracies, getting stabbed in the back, and the evil that lurks in the shadows.
Awesome. You heard it here first from lead vocalist of Striker, Dan himself. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Circle of Evil by Striker, and you're listening to it live right here on Indie 1015's Thrashers Paradise.